Barbara, and this is my YouTube channel. Hi y'all, stick with me through this unnecessarily long intro. I really am sorry, but we'll get to the DIY soon. This is my home, and the goal is to eventually DIY the entire thing. And I'm so excited. So excited. So, yeah, we do some fun stuff around here. At least I like to think it's fun. I do it, so it's fun for me. It could be anything from DIYing to playing with fish or playing with plants. I love to DIY anything and everything I can, and I'm going to bring you along for the journey. Some of it's going to be DIY don'ts, and some of it will be DIY wins, and we're gonna see what happens. And I'll show you everything from my wins to my mistakes, so you'll learn right along with me what not to do, because I guarantee you, the majority of the stuff that I do is the first time I have ever done it. Yeah, let's start DIYing. This is all my plant stuff. It's just kind of here. It needs a home, and that's what we're gonna do today. Look at that puppy laying in the sand. What you doing laying in the sand? Huh, you sweet little puppy. I don't know if y'all have seen my TikTok, have seen the fence build. This guy is my old fence. We are going to do something with it. It's really bad at her. So I hope you can see that. There we go. Yeah. This guy is going to make shelves along with the old 4x4 there, and there's another one on the ground. We're making ourselves a ladder shelf with just those. Repurposing time. So my two posts are two different lengths. We're gonna make them look the same. of course I gotta cut the rod off the bottom of this one. This one's rotten too, but where this one snapped. And it might actually help if I remember to plug the thing in before I try and cut anything. So I guess I should do that now. Laser came on, we're good. Yeah, just like revving up a motorcycle. They are the exact same height. Heck yeah. You guys can't see this, but they are. 1 second. Let me move the camera. Hi! Alright. Both my posts, my 4x4s are the exact same height. I do, however, have that little guy stuck down in there. I'll have to do something about him, but whatever. These are now at least going to function the way I want them to. I mean, honestly, it's going outside, and I'm just throwing flower pots. So maybe you can live your best life, bro. This is your home now, forever. It's okay. I won't evict you. Unless you get rusty and stab me. Then we're gonna have issues. You gotta love good neighbors. My neighbor just saw me outside working on this thing and gave me two more 4x4s and a 2x4. And they're rotted out at the end, but so were the ones I was just using. Whatever, wood's wood, man. I could do something with that. Alright, so what I need to do now is flip this thing over and cut the individual pieces where I'm going to make them into shelves. Like this guy at the end, it's just, these 3 are probably just gonna go. They're trash, don't need them. But what are we gonna have? Maybe a 3 board, then a 4 board, and 5 board, and then that leaves me another 4. So maybe we'll go 6, 5, 4, or maybe we'll do 6, 5, yeah, 6, 5, 4, 3. Perfect. We'll just do that. Whatever's left over is left over. We do have a broken board here. So, yeah. Maybe we can omit that one. Well, before I continue cutting this thing, I need to sink some screws into the boards that I want to keep. So I don't have any accidents, you know? Unless yeah. Let's sink some screws. I'm using 1 3/4 inch screws to my impact driver. Visible in the last shot, so here I am. Yay, you can see me. All of me. Sorry. Well, Now I'm gonna cut this thing into shelves. Bro, it's not worth it. Look. Oh my God, why are you doing this? I put the blocks underneath of it, so just in case my blade for the saw doesn't go right into my driveway and screw up my saw blade. I forgot about the jigsaw. So I don't know if you just saw me struggling, but can you see at the very end of my saw blade here that some of the teeth are missing? Well, there was a rock inside of the wood, like inside of the wood, meaning, like my husband just said, when this tree grew, it grew around this rock, and the rock just kind of lived inside of that piece of wood right there. That's kind of amazing that there was a rock inside the wood. All right, all of our shelving pieces have been cut. They're not beautiful, but they don't need to be. Just functional. This is just going outside. It's gonna keep deteriorating, so I don't really care that much. I just want to get my flower pots up off the ground. So if we take a look at our reference photo, bottom shelf is wider and the top shelf is narrower as it comes up. It'll just keep getting narrower. And our support beams are at an angle. Now I need to measure and cut spaces for each one of our shelves. These boards are a little over 7 feet long, so I'm gonna make each shelf roughly 1.9 inches apart. Alright, so we're measuring our distance here so I can cut slots into our wood here. So what I'm doing is taking my little square here, lining it up with this line, then I'm going to tilt it up till it's about a visually level line. It doesn't need to be perfect, it just is what it is. Then I'm gonna mark it and move it up roughly to, see if we can see our line through here. It's gonna be roughly 2 1/8 inches because our boards are about 2 1/8 inches apart, and then mark the line again. Whoop, I had the marker cap in my mouth. I lined up our saw and it's at about 10 degrees. And if you could see our little laser level here, our light, it's right on our lines. We're going to go down about 2/3 of the way and make a cut all the way through. Or, you know what? Let's go half. Right about there. So I still wanted to have some structural integrity. Do I look funny? Safety first, y'all. So I've gone through and made my cuts. This is going to be the very top shelf that's going to fit on top. And I've made slots so I can go ahead and knock off these pieces with a chisel. Same thing with our cuts here, our top and bottom, and all these pieces are going to come out the middle. This shelf, this one had our little screw friend in it. So, I guess he's going. Thought you were gonna live with us forever, buddy. And here. And then we got here. I also cut the bottom at the same angle. So, now it's time to get the second piece of wood done. Now it's time for some good old-fashioned elbow grease. Got our chisel, got our mini sledgehammer, not just any hammer, and we're gonna, we're gonna go at it and hope that I don't break a nail. There we go. If I cut enough notches, then it won't really matter. That's gonna fit together so perfectly. I laid them out, did a quick dry fit. I had to cut it flat, so I'm gonna have to do that to all the other shelves, but it fits right into the notches. Gonna be sinking some screws in, and that's pretty much it from here, like for all the hard stuff at least, you know. Yeah. Alright, let's get back at it. Hi y'all, welcome back to my garage. So I made a little bit of a mistake. I accidentally deleted all the footage from the end of my project. So we're gonna do a little bit of a reenactment so I could show you what I did, kind of, and then I'll show you the finished product. And I hope you enjoy it. I do, makes me happy. So, I closed my garage door. Let's imagine that this is my garage door, okay? I took my two 4x4s. Just imagine these as 4x4s. And I leaned them up against the garage door at an angle. The angle that I wanted them to finally sit at. And I took my shelving pieces and I slid them into our notches so they sat flat. So, just imagine, up against the garage door, slid in there, into the notches that I made for them, and it was sitting in there just like this. And I went through and sank one screw on each side, down in there to hold it, and then two screws on the end pieces to hold it in. Oh, and that's essentially all I did. After it was all assembled, I enlisted the help of my dear husband to carry it to the backyard where I finally set it up. So let's go look at it now. So it's really bright out here. Sorry about that. Let's see if I can get a... If you see right here, I sank one screw in to hold it in place. I leaned it up. See, I leaned it up against the garage at this angle so I could put the shelves in. When I put it in, I put like small chunks of concrete around the legs just so it won't shift, and dump some dirt on there to help hold it together. We got our screws on the side and one here, so it's pretty well in there. And all of our stuff fits nicely on there.
my bucket of dirt. Can't really see down in there, I guess. Maybe you can, I can't tell. It's my orchid potting mix. Some start for seeds or little guys, just buckets, tools, big pots. I got some liquid fertilizer and stuff in here. All of my old nursery pots. Some little concrete pots. An old cup, some stuff. Yeah. A couple old fish tanks. Fish tank decorations. Yeah. There was supposed to be a nice time lapse of me taking everything that was piled up here and putting it all up there, but you know, whoops. So thank you for joining me for my very first video. If you liked it, like it. If you want to see more, subscribe. And I am really looking forward to hearing from you guys about how I did. If you got any if you got any constructive criticism, I'd love to hear it. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm doing here. But yeah, there it is. We repurposed an old fence and some old fence posts into a nice shelving unit for all of my planting stuff. And I had a good time. I hope you enjoy watching this. Bye.